The carnival atmosphere has already started here in Sao Paulo as Brazil welcomes the Formula One Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junção, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One. Welcome back as we continue our race weekend with practice soon to finish and then qualifying hot on its heels. Each team will be looking to build on the progress they made during yesterday's practice sessions. When it comes to preparation, absolutely nothing should be left to chance. Everything has to be just right. Of course, by the time the cars hit the track, well, there are some things in Formula One that no one can prepare for. What does today have in store? Only time will tell. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
We saw a solid qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they're sure to have their chance to push even further during the race. We had a magnificent display from McLaren here in qualifying, and they'll certainly be hoping to put in a dominant performance here today. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here in the ups and downs of Sao Paulo. It's sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid. And here's Ferrari. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. There's the other Ferrari. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. The teams are ready to go. Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
We should slow down.
Is that a lockup? Let's have a look. So this was the Aston Martin. Just a bit too heavy on the brakes, and they've locked up. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see. They've run wide. Here's the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. Was that a lock-up on the track? Let's see what happened there. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. That lock-up could have cost them dearly. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
so we need to push.
Did somebody spin out there? We can take a look now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. That looked like a very nasty spin. Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Look at that! They've spun their car. We've just had a car run wide. Sounds like a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. And that spin is undoubtedly going to cost them time. Oh, there's a spin! Let's have a look. Now, we see the Williams here. And there it is. That's where they spin out. Oh, did someone run wide there? Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull. They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off. Looks like there's been a lockup. Here's the replay. Now just take a look at the McLaren. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the last thing they'll have wanted.
And slow down now. And box. And pit confirm when you can.
I think we've had a car run wide. We can take a look now. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. Goodness me, they're completely off the racing line. Someone's run wide. Let's take a closer look. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. They've taken that far too wide, and now they're paying the price. Sounds like we've had a spin. We're just watching the Red Bull. And this, yes, this is where they spun out. We've just had a spin. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. They spun the car. What a disaster. Did somebody spin out there? Let's have a look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. What a spin!
So there was a crash.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's see what happened there. Now just take a look at the McLaren. There's the crash. Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. Now we see the Williams here. What a spin out!
Last lap, last lap. And checkered flag.
In the end, Ferrari's driver didn't do too badly. Ferrari must have some mixed feelings after this. They didn't do too badly, but they can definitely do better.
There's no rest for F1 teams. Let's hope their hard work can get them closer to exceeding expectations in the next race.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Formula One has almost reached its conclusion this year. Meet us next time in Abu Dhabi, between the desert and the sea, for an enthralling finale.